It is 104 degrees outside. You are stuck in traffic, and your AC just gave up. 10 minutes ago, it was ice cold. Now it is barely blowing cool air. You check the controls. Everything looks normal. So why is this happening? Here is the scary part. Your AC was never actually broken. It was hiding a weakness the whole time, and extreme heat just exposed it. I have been a mechanic for over 12 years, and every single summer, I see the exact same pattern. Cars that ran perfectly fine in spring, cars that cooled great in mild weather. Then one hot day arrives, and the AC falls apart. Most people panic. They rush to a shop. They get told they need a new compressor. That is an $800 to $1,200 repair, but here is what nobody tells them. In most cases, the compressor is not the problem. The heat just revealed a hidden weakness somewhere else in the system. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to tell the difference. You will know which part is actually failing, and you will know which parts you should never replace first. Stick with me, because this could save you hundreds of dollars. Let us get into it. First, you need to understand one simple idea. Your AC system and your engine cooling system live right next to each other. They share the same airflow, the same space, the same heat. On a normal day, everything works fine. But on a very hot day, everything gets pushed to its limit at the same time. That is when small, hidden problems finally show themselves. So let me walk you through the real reasons this happens. And I want you to pay close attention because I am going to give you a simple test. A test that tells you exactly what is wrong with your car just by paying attention to when the AC gets warm. Reason number 1. Airflow through your condenser. Your condenser sits right in front of your radiator. Its job is to push heat out of the refrigerant, but dirt, bugs, and leaves build up on it over time. On a cool day, this buildup barely matters, but on an extremely hot day, your condenser is already working overtime. Add a layer of dirt on top of that, and it simply cannot keep up. Reason number 2. Your cooling fan. This one is huge, and almost nobody talks about it the right way. Here is a simple test you can try yourself. Drive on the highway. Notice if your AC feels ice cold, then get stuck in slow traffic. Notice if it suddenly feels warm. If that happens to you, listen closely. On the highway, natural wind pushes air through your condenser for you. In traffic, there is no wind. Your car depends completely on the electric cooling fan. If that fan is weak, slow, or only partially working, your AC will feel perfect on the highway and terrible in traffic. This is one of the most misdiagnosed AC problems in the country, and it has nothing to do with your refrigerant. Reason number 3. Low refrigerant caused by a slow leak. Heat naturally raises the pressure inside your AC system. If your refrigerant is already a little low, high heat makes the weakness obvious. But here is the important part. Do not just add more refrigerant and hope for the best. If there is a leak, adding refrigerant is a temporary band-aid. The real fix is finding the leak first. Reason number 4, and this one surprises people. Too much refrigerant. Most people think more refrigerant always means more cooling. That is actually false. Think of it this way. Too little refrigerant starves the system. Too much refrigerant overloads it. Both are opposite problems, but both lead to the same result. Weak cooling in extreme heat. If your system has too much refrigerant, pressure can spike dangerously high once the temperature climbs. This can force your compressor to shut down to protect itself. More is not always better. In this case, more can actually make things worse. Reason number 5. Your compressor shutting itself off on purpose. This might be the most surprising fact in this entire video. Sometimes your AC compressor is not broken at all. Most cars have a small pressure switch built into the AC system. When pressure inside the system gets dangerously high, that pressure switch automatically shuts the compressor off. It is not failing. It is protecting itself from damage. So before anyone tells you to replace your compressor, this pressure switch needs to be checked first. Reason number 6. A dirty cabin air filter. This one is simple, but it matters. If your cabin filter is clogged, less air flows through your vents. Here is how to tell the difference. If the air coming out is weak, but still feels cold, your filter is likely the problem. If the air is flowing strong, but it feels warm, the problem is somewhere else completely. That one distinction alone can save you from paying for the wrong repair. Now let me tell you about a real customer. His name does not matter, but his story does. He came into my shop in the middle of July. He said his AC was ice cold every morning, but by afternoon, in traffic, it barely blew cool air at all. He had already been told by another shop that he needed a full compressor replacement. That quote was $900. I asked him one simple question. Does it happen on the highway too, or only in slow traffic? He said, only in traffic. I checked his cooling fan. It was barely spinning. The motor was weak and dying. I replaced the fan motor. Total cost, $130. His AC has worked perfectly ever since. He almost paid $770 more than he needed to for a part that was never broken. This is exactly why understanding the pattern matters more than guessing. So here is your simple diagnostic guide. Keep this in mind the next time your AC acts up in the heat. If your AC is cold on the highway, but warm in traffic, suspect your cooling fan or airflow. If the airflow feels weak everywhere, suspect your cabin filter or blower. If the airflow is strong, but the air itself feels warm, suspect refrigerant, pressure, or the compressor. If your AC starts cold and slowly turns warm after 20 to 30 minutes, suspect icing inside the system or a pressure-related issue. And if your compressor does not turn on at all, do not assume it is dead. Check the power, the relay, and the pressure switch first. Now let me give you some simple things you can do today. Clean your condenser. Use a garden hose on a gentle setting and rinse the front of your condenser. Do this once a month during summer. Replace your cabin air filter. It costs about $10 to $15, and most cars let you replace it yourself in under 10 minutes. Use recirculation mode on extremely hot days. This stops your AC from constantly pulling in superheated outside air. It gives your system a much easier job to do. And most importantly, follow this rule. Do not replace an expensive part until you have actually proven it is the problem. Test the airflow first. Test the fan first. Check the pressure first. Only after that, consider replacing anything. Here's the truth about your AC. It is not fragile. It is not random. It is a system that reacts to heat exactly the way it is designed to. When something inside it is already weak, extreme heat is simply the moment that weakness becomes impossible to ignore. You do not need to guess anymore. You do not need to pay for a part you do not need. You now know exactly what questions to ask and exactly what to check first. If this video helped you understand your AC a little better, do me one favor. Hit that like button right now. It helps this video reach more drivers before they waste money on a repair they never needed. And subscribe for more honest, simple car advice every single week. No upselling, no guessing, just real information from the shop floor. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Does your AC ever act up specifically in traffic or specifically on very hot days? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single comment and I will help you figure out exactly what might be going on. Stay cool out there. I will see you in the next video.